Good morning. So the minute that I wanted to go live, Hobie the dog woke up and needed to go out, and Theo grabbed my yarn and stole it and ran. Imagine that. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ellen Gormley, and today we're talking about Bavarian crochet. Let me put my phone up here on the tripod. Sorry for the wiggling. So that we can get started. So Bavarian crochet, I actually taught on Knit and Crochet Now years ago, and designer Jenny King used it quite a bit. But it's this, hey, Deb Johnny, good morning. It's this Catherine wheel style stitch, and I designed a scarf for it that's on Knit and Crochet Now. But they own the rights to it now, not I, so I can't really teach that. But we're going to do this. We're going to do the square. So I'm getting organized here. I've got 3 colors. You only need 2, like I said in my community notes yesterday. But I have 3 because I wanted to show you exactly where one row round ends and one begins. So let's see. This is yesterday so that I could show you the rounds. But let me show you the example in Margaret Hubert's 2nd edition, The Complete Photo Guide to Crochet. So this is the example in just 2 colors. So this is what we are making today. Jenny King calls this Bavarian crochet, but in this book it's called Catherine Wheel 2. You can make a whole blanket out of this, just it works from the inside out, or you can make all sorts of things. I made a scarf in a long rectangle for the show. Anyway, so this book is really good. It's got both photo tutorials and a symbol diagram, plus the full instructions. Let's get started, shall we? Now I get to decide which colors I want to use for our sample today. I'm not really loving these 3 together. I was just using them for practice. But let's see, I do like the lavender. Also, I didn't get the lavender in time. Theo's up here off camera right there. Good morning, good morning. He's probably going to come into frame. He keeps trying to steal the yarn. Anyway, I didn't get the purple in time. This is Universal Uptown Worsted Lavender. This one was originally for the tour of purples, the purple yarns under $6, and it didn't come in time to make the video, but this indeed is another purple that is under $6. So I'll put the link in the description below, but I think I'd like to use the purple today. So I'm going to start with the purple in the center instead of the blue. Good morning, good morning. Oh, yeah, Theo, yeah, he's here. You may have caught a glimpse of his paw a moment ago. Let's see. All right, so what's going to happen is we're going to start with our worsted weight yarn and an eye-sized hook, and we're going to chain 5. So the center of this motif, or it's only a motif because it's a unit right now, but it could continue to grow into the whole project on its own. Can you see Theo there? He's perched on my book. So he is here with us today. So the minute I was supposed to go live, the dog woke up and needed to go out, and Theo was grabbing my yarn off the table. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Yep, he wants that yarn too. 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we'll slip stitch in the 5th chain from the hook to form a ring. You like my new nails? Very pretty. Anyway, so we've got the notes for this pattern involve a large shell, a small shell, and they are components all together to make these different pieces. The puppy is doing really well, thanks, Chris. They kind of had to do sort of exploratory surgery to find the other injury that was popping up from the deer attack, but I think we got it, and he's acting really well so far today. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you for asking. So thank you for your prayers and well wishes, because I certainly believe in them and I'm grateful. Okay, so we're going to single crochet in the ring, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been using different hooks for so many days in a row now, it feels weird to go back to the boy-shaped hook. Good morning. 4 treble crochets together in a cluster. What color are my nails? My nails are simply Nailogical's Holo Taco, linear hollow. I'm not sure the color name, but she has a collection of like 7 out, and it's the pink one. So yarn over twice, insert the hook in the ring because we're making a treble crochet cluster. I think I might just go ahead and let Theo have that peach color yarn that he wants so badly, so that he doesn't keep bothering me. I'm leaving it there on the hook. So we did a treble crochet, 2 yarn overs, and didn't finish it. And we're going to do that 4 times. So yarn over twice, insert the hook into the ring, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook twice, leaving it unfinished. 2 more times, and then we will tie them all together with a yarn over and pull through. So we're making this blue part right now. That's where we are. We're making the blue petal, so to speak, of this beginning Catherine wheel Bavarian style stitch. So now that we have 4, we'll yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on the hook to tie them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to anchor back down into the ring. We're going to squish it all together nice and tightly because we've got a lot more to go in this ring. Single crochet. Is it a single crochet? I think it's a single crochet. It is. It is a single crochet there. And then chain 5. So this is how we're making the distinct petals. 3, 4, 5. We're anchoring it back down into the ring so that it makes like a distinct petal. And we'll do that 4 times. So treble crochet without finishing it. Good morning, everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit like on this video and all the other videos. Don't forget to hit the join button and learn more about becoming a channel member. I have several channel members now. Thank you so much to Bonnie and Carrie and Carlene, and I really appreciate it. I know I'm forgetting one off the top of my head. I apologize. Let's see, yarn over and pull through to make the cluster. And then we will anchor it again with a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you're just joining in, good morning. We're making a Bavarian style stitch pattern. This is going to be a motif that grows outward. You can make it as large as you like. It's from Margaret Hubert's book, The Complete Photo Guide to Crochet. I also taught this on Knit and Crochet Now in a long rectangular scarf pattern. 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder if I even have it. It's a keyhole scarf, and Theo is stealing the motif off the table. Oh, he's so glad I'm doing crochet down here today instead of locked away in my studio where he can't grab the yarn. Okay. Oh, he's a naughty kitty today. He's a naughty kitty today. How is everyone on this fabulous Wednesday morning? We've got sun here in southern Ohio. I was up super late again with the puppy dog last night, making sure he was good to go for the evening. So that's why I didn't get the video done yesterday to upload today, but I thought, hey, we can still learn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's always time for learning. So I'm squishing this really hard into the center so that I can squish one more petal of this in here. I'm going to anchor down with my chain 5, anchor it with a single crochet, and I need to fit one more petal in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Treble crochet cluster, 4 treble crochet cluster. And that is abbreviated in her as a 4-TR and then a capital CL for cluster. $5:40 in California. Not even out of bed yet. Well, I barely made it, friends. Good morning. Well, thanks for waking up so early, Chris, to see me. So after we're done broadcasting, I will have this processed by YouTube, and it might take an hour or two, or unfortunately a couple, for them to get it processed so that it can be like saved and kept on the platform forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Oh, and also, this video is not sponsored by Universal or simply Nailogical or anybody. It's not sponsored at all. So it's not a problem, it's just a fact that I use the yarn. Knitpicks, however, if you choose to use Knitpicks yarn from the affiliate link below in the description, I get a small kickback, like small. So if you decide to use it, great. All right, so, oh, thank you, Deb Johnny, I appreciate it. So here is where we would fasten off. Let's see, do we fasten off? It looks like we fasten off. It doesn't say to fasten off, but we should actually. No, we're not. Okay, so in my example, I did fasten off. In my work last night, because I wanted to show you each round, you would fasten off so that you could see this distinct round one. But this is actually 2 rounds. So here's the little petals, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got this big cluster here, this big shell that makes up round 2. So it looks like all of this blue stuff is part of 1 round, but it's actually 2 rounds. So we just completed the first round, and so let's go ahead and work on the second. So set my little example aside. We are going to chain 1. We're going to single crochet in the first single crochet, which is the little anchor piece down there. And it looks like a butterfly right now, doesn't it? Because I have to squish it to get the work in there. We're going to chain 2. We're going to large shell in the next cluster. So the cluster is up here, this stitch right there, where it tied it all together. That's the stitch that we're targeting, where we will put the large shell. In the description, the large shell is defined as 4 trebles, chain 1 twice, 4 trebles in the same stitch. Okay, so we will do that now. So I've chained 2 to give myself some height. I'm targeting the top of this cluster, yarn over twice. We're right here on the diagram if you need to see the diagram. So we're at the pointy part of the, so we've chained 2 right there. We're right here. We're doing this 1, 2, 3 groups there. All right. Okay, so there's Theo here. That's what I'm scratching. His little paws and there it is. All right. Good morning, Dana. We are doing the Bavarian Crochet, and if you've missed the first part and want to join in, it will be live. Will be not live, but like on, ready for viewing later today. So we're doing treble crochet. We're doing a complete treble crochet this time. So 1 treble crochet. You see where we're putting it in the top of this cluster? Theo, why don't you just go ahead and have the peach yarn and be done with it? Oh my gosh, it's an epic battle, my friends. Okay, here we are. Yarn over twice. And finish the stitch this time. So because it's the same color, it will look very seamless, which is why I wanted to do a second color in my practice one so that you could see that this is what we're doing now. We're doing the purple on this motif now. It's actually supposed to be the same color as the center, but I wanted to show you the difference. So we are working on this piece now, which is 4, 4, 4, separated by chain 1s, all in that cluster. All right. Theo took the bait. He just took the peach yarn, and I probably have to sacrifice it to him so that he will leave me alone. So unfortunately, that's probably a $6 ball of yarn that well, actually, I don't think it was 6. A couple dollar ball of yarn that I now have lost as payment to, oh, I shouldn't have joined him. Oh my gosh, what am I doing, friends? I said one thing and did another. This is what happens. Okay, remember when I said that the trebles are supposed to be complete? They are. So here's chain 2, 1, 2 trebles that are complete. Now I need to get my head out of cluster mode and finish stitch mode and put it in finish stitch mode. So there's 3. Here's 4. Now we will chain 1. So there's 1 grouping. Can you see it? 1 grouping of 4. There's going to be 3 groupings of 4, all in the same place, separated by a chain 1. So chain 1, and I'll do another grouping of 4, and that will be right here. Good morning, Bonnie. Bonnie's a channel member. Hey, Bonnie, good morning. So you've missed the beginning, but that's okay because this video will be available on YouTube in a few hours. We're doing the Bavarian crochet, and see what I'm doing, friends? I'm already forgetting to finish up the stitch because I'm in cluster brain. So I'm doing trebles, which means I finish the stitch. Finish the stitch. Finish. Oh, Carrie's a channel member. Hello. You have to go through Apple ID, so you realize I could only join live when live stream is on. Okay. Also, you might find on my playlist page, there might be, under videos, there might be an option for live videos versus regular videos. I'm not sure. So if you're having trouble finding recaps of these live streams, you might need to poke around under the video tab. So here's where we are right now. We have the center made. We have 1, 2 of the large shell made, but we have 1 more to go. So I need to chain 1, do 4 more trebles in the same space, and finish them. It's not a cluster. It's not a cluster. It's not a cluster this time. I need more yarn. Thankfully, Theo has left us alone now that I sacrificed the peach yarn to him. It's always a struggle. Treble crochet, lots of treble crochets in this same spot. It takes up a lot of room. Okay. Takes up a lot of room. So we are on the lavender round of the practice motif. Is where we are. I have 3 there. And yesterday when I made the practice motif, I found that on one of my large shells like this, I did 1 short, and then that was the error that I found. So if you're making this pattern for yourself, you want to be aware that that would be an easy place to make a mistake, because I certainly did. Okay, so after the large shell there, I'm going to chain 2. Good morning, Debbie. And single crochet in the single crochet in between the petals of round 1. It's down here. Chain 2. Wanted to know if I am a channel member. I don't think you are, Deb Johnny. So there's a join button underneath each video, like where you can like and subscribe underneath the video. Hi, Carrie. Yes, the bit of the yarn eater. Carrie's a channel member. To become a channel member, you need to go to the join button, which is underneath any one of the videos. It's a big rectangular button with the word join. If not, how do you become one? You click the join button, and then it'll give you some options for membership. So you can become a member for a small monthly fee, a larger monthly fee, or an even larger monthly fee. It's totally up to you. And with your channel membership, you get access to little fun icons like Carlene used in the live chat the other day. So there's 4. We're going to chain 1. Remember, we're going to put 2 more groups of 4 in that same cluster corner. Okay, so there's 1, 2 more to go. Yarn over twice. We're doing trebles. And then channel members also have access to a separate message board. So under my community tab, I can put a message out to everyone like I did last night that said, hey, I'm going to do a live video learning. And then channel members, I can also send a message just to them if I need to or want to. It should be there. It's pretty big. It's next to the subscribe button. Close to subscribe buttons is where the join button is. Are you looking on your phone, Deb Johnny, or are you looking on a desktop? So I've got 3 more treble crochets going in this spot, but I thank you for all your support. And even if you're not able to be a channel member, I totally get it. It's fine. The best thing that you can do if you wish to support me and other designers is to just simply watch the videos. Watching videos, binging the videos, staying on and watching more than one video at a time, letting the ads play, all of that really does help us tremendously. So thank you so much for being my, I don't know. I don't know the right word for you, my friends. Okay, so we've got 1, 2 done now. This is where we are. And we've done the 2 lavender large petals. We've got 2 more to go, and then we will work on this next round. So this is where we are. It looks kind of like Mickey Mouse. Wouldn't that be cute? It'd be cute just like that, like a little heart almost. Okay, so we've got 2 more petals to go. This is Bavarian Crochet. Margaret Hubert calls it Catherine Wheel. You're on your phone and you don't see a join button. Is it the same as Patreon link in the comments? No, and Deb Johnny's on an iPad. Patreon is separate, and I think the join button for YouTube is YouTube's answer to Patreon. I think a lot of people were, okay, we need to anchor down in the single crochet. I think a lot of people were sending their money over to Patreon, and I do have a Patreon account because literally I created the Patreon account and then like 2 weeks later I had access to join, the join function on YouTube. They invited me to be a beta tester for it, and I'm really grateful they did. I think they would rather keep the money on the platform. So anyway, it's just like Patreon, only it's on YouTube. And it's called Channel Members, Channel Membership. So I'm trying to think, since I don't have my computer up and I've got my hands full, exactly where the join button would be, but it's on a PC, it's literally under every single video next to the subscribe button. I'm pretty sure on my phone, and not all channels have it, so that might be confusing you. Not all channels have this function yet. So when you look at other channels that you follow, they may not have a join button, but mine does. And so I think on a phone, when you have your phone vertically and you're watching the video, and then underneath the video is all the writing and stuff, it should be down on the left next to my name, I believe, next to my channel name and my little icon with my face. All right, rolling right along. Trebles, 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 trebles. Lots of trebles. Hi, Crystal. Welcome. We are doing Bavarian Crochet today. It's also called the Catherine Wheel 2. We're working in the round. And I think I need 1 more there. We're doing treble crochets in the corner. After this one, I'm going to set it down and show you again where we are. So chain 2, single crochet in the single crochet that anchors the piece. And I might be a little too close to the camera, perhaps. I'm having a hard time finding the right sweet spot today. When I'm standing like this, it feels like it's too close to the camera, but when I'm sitting, it feels too far away. So here's where we are right now. This is our example from Margaret's book. We've got these petals here going. So we have completed 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We still have to go right here. Okay, and then we'll change color. On my swatch from last night, it's the lavender that we just completed. Also last night I made the center blue because I wanted you to be able to see the difference in the rounds. So the center piece here is actually 2 rounds of the same color. Alrighty then. I need to click the arrow to expand the video description area. Oh, okay, thank you very much. You see it on your gardening channel, but not mine. It should be there. Okay, chain 2 as we finish the last big round petal. In the middle of that cluster, we're going to 4 treble crochet, chain 1, 4 treble crochet, chain 1, 4 treble crochet, just like we did the last 3 times for the corners. And then we're going to change color. We're finishing these trebles because it's not a cluster this time. I'm reminding myself more than I'm reminding you. All right, right, so there's the first 4 grouping, chain 1. I really do enjoy Bavarian Crochet, and stick with this video because the next round is where we get to the back post treble crochets. So you'll want to see how that works. So it's always fun to learn something new. This is kind of a dense pattern, but it's really warm, and I don't know why some people call it Bavarian crochet and other people call it Catherine wheel. You can see the Catherine wheel kind of row stitch that is pretty traditional, but now that it's worked in the round, it's considered Catherine wheel 2. I don't know, like I said, I don't know why some people call it Bavarian crochet. I'm not sure how it got that name, but Jenny King, designer out of Australia, Jenny does it or did it a lot, and that's how I was turned on to it or exposed to it or whatever. Jenny is delightful. I don't know if Jenny has a YouTube channel, but she certainly has an internet presence, and she's a lot of fun, and her Australian accent is a kick. So if you know Jenny or like Jenny, I've worked with her on Knit and Crochet Now and at different conferences over the years. Okay. Oh, you guys. So also today, okay, now I'm fastening off. A quick question. You understand the pattern can be used as a motif, but would you say how else do you use it? Sure. You could make this into a whole blanket. So I would use this as a blanket. You can use it either as a motif and then finish it whenever you want. It could be a coaster, or you could keep growing outward in a big square, and it could be a square blanket. I also designed a rectangular version of this that was a keyhole scarf. So let's see if I can find a link for that and put it in the description below. I think Annie's still owns that pattern, so you'd have to go to them to get it. Okay, I'm going to take the blue now. I've seen this made into like ponchos, and Jenny has a website. Absolutely. Jenny has a website. Jenny King is her name. If you just Google her, seriously, Jenny King Crochet, you'll find her. She also pioneered a, I don't know if you would call it pioneered. She is very fond of designing garments out of squares, like big squares, like comfy garments very easily. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to join with a single crochet in the first chain 1 space of any large shell. So a large shell is here. So 1, 2, 3. The first chain, it would be here. So we're going to single crochet there. And now we're on the peach round. Okay, it's like if I take my glasses off, I can't read the comments, but if I leave them on, then I can't see my work. It's troubles, everybody. Troubles. So we're single crocheting in the chain 1 space. We're working the peach round. So we're right here. This is where I joined in the chain 1 space. And now we're going to do now listen carefully. Let me see if I can get it right. 4 back post treble crochet cluster. Okay, let's break that down. So we are going to, let's see, chain 1, single crochet, let's see, where is it? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a back post 4 together is what she calls it in this book. So it's a cluster because they all go in the same spot, or they don't go in the same spot, so it is a decrease rather than a cluster. Like all of them, when they go in the same spot, it's considered a cluster. Because I'm going to spread out the legs of this stitch, it's considered a decrease or a together. Okay, so back post treble crochet, yarn over twice, insert the hook from the back of the fabric to the front of the fabric, around the stitch to the back again. Grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Now we'll finish the stitch with 1, 2, and then leave it there because we're going to decrease all of these stitches into 1. So we'll do that again. Yarn over twice, back post treble crochet around the post, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook, and leave it there. Okay, 2 more times for this piece. Yarn over twice, back post treble crochet around the post of the next stitch, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook twice. And one more time because it's 4. A decrease 1 hat. You mean how to do a Bavarian crochet, you could do a hat that decreases 1? Is that what you mean? Yarn over and pull through all the loops on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Anchor it in the chain 1 space. Now this is interesting here. So now we're going to span the gap. Now we have to span the gap. We're going to use all of these treble crochets and all of these 4 treble crochets over here and fill in the gap. So this peach here is what we're making. So it's like an 8 back post treble crochet together. So when you see these abbreviations and you can break them down. So BPR, back post, treble crochet, BP is back post, TR is treble crochet, 8 together is 8 of them pulled together in a decrease. Okay, so we are going to single crochet in the chain 1 space. We're not even chaining 1 or anything. We're just going to go for it. So yarn over twice. Am I making sure? No, I'm wrong. So we're going to chain 5 because it needs this like flying buttress thing out here to support it. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, I don't know why I'm having trouble with this boy hook today. 3, 4, 5. Do not finish each stitch. The hat has a shortcut together to finish. Oh, interesting. Okay. Do you know where that pattern is? Maybe if you could put it in the comments, then we can go search for it and give the designer some love. Okay, so yarn over twice, back post treble crochet around each of the next 8. So we're not finishing the stitch. We're yarning over and pulling through twice. Okay, leaving it there. So there's going to be a whole lot of loops on this hook before we pull it all together. What is the book that I'm working out of? You were late. Oh, that's okay. It's all right. This is Margaret Hubert's book, the 2nd edition of the Complete Photo Guide to Crochet. The Complete Photo Guide to Crochet, and I will place an affiliate link to Amazon in the description below when I get a moment. Actually, it'll be, when I can process this video and have it up. So today is Wednesday. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate you asking. It is now, I don't know, 9 o'clock-ish in the morning here in Ohio, and it might take until like 11 or noon before this video processes by YouTube and gets placed on the platform for everyone to view. Okay, so we're getting there. Oh, here, I'm out of frame. Sorry about that. I've got 1 more to go. So I'm yarning over, back post treble crocheting around the next stitch. That's funny, Crystal. Oh, I'll have to tell you a funny story too. So I've got all these loops on the hook. There should be 8 plus the chain 5, and we're going to pull them all together now. So this is where it is handy to have a hook that does not have a big, thick, fat handle on it. Okay, so this is one of the times that I'm glad that I've got a hook that's just a plain old hook with no fancy handle. Do you see me pulling through all of that? Wow. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then anchor it in the chain 1 space. So we have now spanned the gap. And the back post double crochet, the yarn poking through on the front side of the fabric. And then I do usually give it a little bit of a tug. So we just did this spanning peach part that spanned the gap. Okay, so now we need to do more of these corners and more of those spans to get through this round. All right, yay, 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 we're making progress. Okay, so here we are, and we've spanned the gap. Now we have single crocheted. We're going to chain 5 and do the corner. 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a lot of fun. Hey, Marley, good morning. Yarn over twice. Marley Bird is in the house, everybody. Marley! Go check out Marley Bird's channel if you haven't already. Most people know Marley Bird, but hey, she also does amazing knitting, which I do very little of, but she does amazing knitting and amazing crochet, so you will find all that on one channel. She does a ton of crochet alongs and events also. Very prolific, productive designer. Love you, Marley. Okay, so we've got the yarn over and pull through all of them to create the treble, or to create the decrease, and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the corners are much easier. It's just 4 of them together and the chain 5s on either side. Do you use the Bavarian stitch much? I do not. You love Marley too? Of course you do. It does take a long time, doesn't it? I did make a rectangular Bavarian crochet keyhole scarf on Knit and Crochet Now. So now we're working on the span again, where we're gonna like jump the gap. So this is like the, I don't know, the, oh my gosh, my Grand Canyon. It's like spanning the Grand Canyon. It's like a bridge over the Grand Canyon is what we're doing now. That was what we did on the side, and we're gonna do it again. It is very pretty. I think it's really gorgeous. So I made a keyhole scarf out of it, and I really liked it. I think that the back is not as pretty, and so I don't really like to do a scarf when the back is so obviously different than the front. I think it would make an amazing motif on the back of a poncho. I think it would make an amazing back panel of a sweater. Let's see. You have, oh yes, so Marley right now has a sock along going that's both knit and crochet, and the crochet version is by Ron Strong, who I used to work with on Knit and Crochet Now. So we've got 4 going there. We're gonna span the gap and keep going. The texture is amazing, Carrie, I totally agree. I love post stitches because of the texture. Absolutely. So I think it would make a really amazing back panel of a sweater or a poncho panel, or something like that, a vest panel. I don't see doing an entire garment out of it, especially the sleeves would be somewhat cumbersome, super warm, but I don't know, but hey, the right designer could totally make it work. So it's time to yarn over and pull through all the loops. Oh, this is such a satisfying feeling, isn't it? I love this feeling. Let's do it together. All the way through. Yes, love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no, I don't use it a lot. Margaret calls this the Catherine Wheel 2 stitch. Jenny King calls it Bavarian Crochet. And if you search Bavarian Crochet, that was that good? That was good for you? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do another corner. Okay. And this is the easy one. The corner is a little bit easier. It's just the 4, and they're pointy. And they're gathered all together. So much fun. The day is heating up. I can feel my hook starting to grab with humidity. Do you guys notice that where you live? When it's a humid day, your hooks to stick. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's look on my practice one. So this is how it's looking so far. I think it looks pretty darn good. Pretty exciting. On the practice one, it's the peach that we're working on now. Okay, so this is what it looks like in 3 colors. Yeah, now that you're in Indiana, the humidity is getting you a little bit more. And then I do like the blue and purple together better than the peach. I just can't get into the peach. I don't know why. But I'll put the link to the affiliate link for these yarns down below. These are very inexpensive yarns. And like I said before, you may have missed it. Here comes Theo. The purple was going to be in my tour of purples, of purple yarns under $6, but it didn't arrive in time. So the Uptown Worsted is also a less than $6 ball. Yes, it is very hot in Cincinnati. Are you here near Cincinnati, Crystal? It is pretty hot here most of the time. Okay, we are spanning the gap, so I'm not yarning over and pulling through yet. We're spanning the Grand Canyon with one big leap. Okay. I've never been to the Grand Canyon. I definitely want to go. I really very much would like to go one day. We're spanning the gap. Just skip all of this stuff in the middle. Hot in East Texas. Oh, I can't even imagine. But people always say it's a dry heat, but I don't know that that's true. I've never been there. You are in Cincinnati. Hi, Crystal. Well, good. I don't want to ask you your neighborhood. Like, oh my gosh, we totally need to do a road trip, Marley. I was totally waiting until this whole stay-at-home order thing settles a bit, and I definitely want to come and visit you in your studio at home. Look at this. You've never been to Cincinnati? You've been to my house, Marley. It's just I didn't take you into the city. Okay, so it's time for the magic moment. I love this moment. We're going to yarn over and pull through all of it all at once, and I wanted to call attention to it because this is part of why I believe crochet is a relaxing and valuable use of our time, because this is the most relaxing moment for me right here. You ready? Nice. Love that. Chain 5. And of course, crochet is a valuable use of our time because our hobby is productive. It makes things that people and that functions in our lives. And so no time crocheting is ever wasted. I love that. Crochet is so valuable. And knit as well. We keep people warm. We make things for our families. We make things for gifts. We make houseware items. It's very functional. You've never been to Cincinnati. You want to go to a Bengals game when things get better. I know. We are so close. We're about 2 hours. Matter of fact, I drove by your house, not by your house, but your town a couple weeks ago because Mara had a college friend over, and I rode and drove the friend home and back to Kokomo. So I passed Carmel and Fishers in that area twice, but it was still under the mostly stay-at-home order. And so it's like, I can't do it yet. So I don't want to, I want to find a way that we can get together real soon, even if it's outside. You can always come down to Cincinnati, and we could go to Smale Riverfront Park right next to the Bengals Stadium, and then you could go to a game. Totally fun, if they even start playing. I don't know what's going on with football right now. Okay, so we're still in the corner. We finished the corner. We're spanning again. I think we are. I've been so busy talking. It's such a relaxing thing. I totally even forgot what I was doing. Not stressed at all. Okay, so we've got more here to span the Grand Canyon. So lay it down and make sure you know where you're at occasionally. Okay, so we're almost there. And then we wonderful, satisfying, relaxing feeling with that last yarn over and pull through. So hey, if you're available to drop a like on this video, please do so. Please subscribe. Consider being a channel member, but if you can't, it's totally cool. The best thing that you can do for me is watch my videos. Just watch them. Just watch videos. Just hit play. Play all. Let them play. And watching my videos is the best thing you can do for any YouTuber. So go ahead and subscribe and watch Marley's channel too. Okay, here's our feeling. Here's this wonderful, relaxing. Crochet is a relaxing and valuable use of our time. Oh, I might keep this. I might keep this as a coaster. It's awfully pretty. I could put this on my desk at work, and then it still functions, even though it's a swatch. Love that. Okay, here we go. Yarn over and pull through everything. Yes. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finish the round. Excellent. So let's road map the next round. And I think I'm going to take off and make my kids some pancakes and get on with my day. Maybe go for a run. We got it all. We got it. Yay. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. So the road mapping the next round. So we spanned the Grand Canyon here. This is spanning the Grand Canyon. Then there was a corner. So you know how to make corners because we already made them here. You know how to span the Grand Canyon because you already did it here. And then you're spanning the Grand Canyon twice as the sides get bigger. As the motif grows, you're spanning the Grand Canyon more and more times along the side. and you're making the corners just like we did. So you now have all the skills necessary to do this and to keep right on going. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a channel member. I really appreciate you very much. But the best thing you can do is watch the videos. So I'm going to put some other videos right here in the corners as soon as this video processes so that you can keep right on watching. So that's all for today, friends. Thanks so much for tuning in, and ask questions in the comments below and I will try and answer them. See you next time. Bye.